If you think Vancouver looks different now, wait until you see what's coming soon in 2026. Today, I'm breaking down all of the major developments here in Clark County and Vancouver, Washington area in 2026. Welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington channel. I'm your host, Hannah Devine, and I'm excited you're here today because we are talking about the major development projects in town. And these are not 1 or 2 year projects, guys. These are mega projects. They're gonna be mostly 5 to 10 years, and they are shaping the future of our community. So let's jump right in with a very controversial project, the I-5 bridge replacement. We've had some good momentum on this project, I would say the last year. I had previously made a video exclusively for this project, and a lot of details have changed since I made that video. We're supposed to see construction starting here in 2026. As I've said before, I will believe it when I see it because they've tried to start this project for 20 years, but we are supposed to see it start in 2026. We are also supposed to see tolling start on the current bridge in 2027. So if you're commuting over the river for work every day or just a lot for some reason, make sure you know about that so that you can be prepared to pay those tolls. The project's supposed to take 4 to 6 years, but again, I will believe it when I see it. I would not be surprised if this took more like 7, 8, 9, or even 10 years because of how much everything has been delayed. And it is putting in a new bridge because the current bridge on I-5 is, I believe it's over 100 years old at this point. The reality is it would probably fall into the river if there was a major earthquake and we need a new bridge. At this point, the project costs are estimated between $5 to $7.5 billion, and that cost is split between local counties, the states, and the federal government. I don't know exactly what the split is, but we're all paying for it through our taxes somehow. We're also gonna see the light rail implemented on the bridge, and I know that this was a huge source of controversy. A lot of people in Clark County did not want light rail. Most people in Portland, I would say, do want light rail because they're more public transportation friendly. That light rail is supposed to go from Expo Road on the Portland side over to Evergreen Boulevard on the Vancouver side. The economic impact of this project cannot be understated. It will grow our region a lot, and it will help with the plus 10,000 residents we expect every year in Clark County. This project is supposed to bring about 5,500 direct jobs and over 10,000 indirect jobs from all of the subcontractors and people that will be involved in the project. The reality is this project is going to make traffic in this area so much worse than it is right now. For the short term, for the 4 to 6 years they say they're doing the project, it will be really bad. But then after that, we're going to have more lanes, we're going to have, public transportation, and it should be a much, much better flow. Next project to talk about is the Waterfront Gateway District. This project is connecting downtown Vancouver to the Vancouver waterfront, and it actually just broke ground summer 2025. This is going to be a mixed-use project like pretty much all of these projects are on the list, and it is going to include over 420 residential units, probably apartments. It's going to include retail space. It is going to include community space for maybe some sort of farmer's market or celebrations that happen right now in Esther Short Park and on the surrounding streets. And I think this will be a cool project because it's a newer project in a historic area of town. I would say right now there's kind of a disconnect between the historic hub of downtown Vancouver right around Esther Short Park and then the Vancouver waterfront. So this will make it really a nice transition between the two and really connect the developments. Which leads me into our next project, the Vancouver waterfront. If you're familiar with Clark County or you already live here, you very well know about the Vancouver waterfront. It opened in 2018. It was developed for like 20 years prior to that. So I think they started in 2000. And it was a huge undertaking, and they still have many more blocks to develop. Recent openings we've seen in the last year-ish, the parking garage opened, and that has a ton of parking. Honestly, it's really efficient. I don't mind going in there. We also had the Springs Senior Living Apartments open, and that is a beautiful facility, world-class senior living in there. We have some apartment complexes on the east side that are finishing up right now. And we also just saw Terminal 1 by the Port of Vancouver open up. Terminal 1 building houses the ZoomInfo headquarters. They moved from their previous building downtown to the waterfront in that big black building, and it is really a beautiful spot. We've had tons of restaurants down here that have already been open for a long time. Dos Salas and Wildfin and Grassa Pasta and the pizza spot. Salt and Straws down there now, which is great. And we will see even more restaurants and retail opening pretty much on the bottom floor of every apartment complex. This project will go on for many more years, but local officials say they are hoping to have it totally wrapped up by 2030. Kind of related to the Vancouver waterfront, we have Terminal 1, which I just mentioned. It's kind of like a sub-project of the Vancouver waterfront, and this is by the Port of Vancouver. Their building just opened with ZoomInfo, moving their headquarters down there, and we also have a new dock that's going in. The port is replacing some of those steel pilings to make the dock more usable and accessible. What we've all been waiting for is the public market that is going to be part of this Terminal 1 area. It's supposed to hang at least partially over the water, which will be really interesting. And it's supposed to be open, I believe, 2028 to 2029. How about the Heights District? This is a project that I don't talk about too often on the channel just because it's not an area of town we work in our real estate business super often, but we're really excited for this project. It is going to be in the middle of Vancouver in the Heights on the old site of the Tower Mall. It's a 63-acre site, and it's supposed to be another 20-minute city where it has an option for everything, where you can ideally live there, work there, and enjoy and hang out there. There's gonna be about 1,800 units of housing. They're all gonna be like apartment-style housing, very high density. There's gonna be retail, commercial, there's gonna be community spaces for farmers markets and other community gatherings. There's gonna be lots of new infrastructure, lights and street trees and nice wide sidewalks, hopefully some biking incorporated. Also, a highlight of the project is affordable housing. They're gonna have a good amount of affordable housing in this project. Construction may be starting here at the end of 2026. Again, that's not set in stone, so I will believe it when I see it. Next project is the Vancouver Innovation Center. Vancouver Innovation Center is in Fisher's Landing. It's between 172nd and 192nd Avenue. And this is one of my personal favorite projects. Our office is like a couple blocks away. It's bringing something really cool to the area we've never seen in this area, and it's another 20-minute city. It's technically a light industrial complex, and so that light industrial building, the old HP campus, is already there, and they've filled it with new tenants. They've renovated the building. They've put at least $10 million into it, if not more, and signed some great tenants, which means new jobs for our area. What's been happening recently with the project is on the northeast corner of the project, they sold that off to the city of Vancouver in 2025, and that is going to become a 14+ acre park. So I'm really excited for that. We also have the west side of the project, which just started moving dirt for the development of some apartments. I reached out to the developers recently, and they're not quite ready to share the details, but hopefully we'll have more details on that soon. There's also another entrance of the project on the west side on 172nd that they're working on getting with the city. They're gonna have to take some land from one of the Fisher's Landing HOAs in order to construct a roundabout to provide adequate traffic flow. If you're interested more in the Vancouver Innovation Center, I made a whole video on the project, and I even interviewed the developer in it. He's from New York, and so you should definitely go check it out. How about Columbia Palisades? We talk about Columbia Palisades a lot on the channel. It's a project that's near and dear to my heart, and it has some great things coming in 2026. The biggest is that the Vantage is now pretty much open. There are 4 freestanding buildings: Chipotle, Starbucks, Quarry Public House, On Point Credit Union, Clash Beauty Collective. Those are some of the tenants. I'm really excited for Chipotle to be close by. There will also be a 3-story Class A mixed-use building in there that will have office space on the top 2 floors. The Alistair apartment building is a 102-unit apartment building, 5 stories, that will be on the south side of the Columbia Palisades development, overlooking the river. Those will be high-end apartments, and those should break ground in 2026 as well. Lastly, we've finally seen some movement in the Kirkland condo, which is a half apartment, half condo complex. That thing sat out in the rain and framing for literally multiple years, delayed. There was a crane up for years. They finally took that crane down. They put some more coverings on the building, and so I'm excited to see how it progresses. Let's go over to Camas Washougal area and talk about Highest Point. Highest Point, also sometimes referred to as the Parker's Landing area, is gonna be a really cool development for East County. And in my opinion, it's really putting Washougal on the map. They started constructing the buildings this last year, 2025, and if you drive by right now, you'll see the cranes up and you'll see the buildings being framed out, which is really exciting. This is going to be really similar to the Vancouver waterfront, but on a little bit of a smaller scale. The first phase of Highest Point is going to include 4 buildings and at least 276 residential housing units. It's also going to have 56,000 square feet of retail and office space. It is gonna have a really nice frontage street with a little kind of roundabout thing at the end, just like the Vancouver Waterfront. That first phase of the development is supposed to be open in summer of 2027, so we're only about a year and a half away from it at the time of me filming this, which is exciting. In future phases, we're gonna see a full-service athletic club with a whole bunch of parking in it, which is great. We don't have a full-service athletic club right now in Clark County, so that'll really put us on the map. It'll be similar to like a Lifetime Fitness, I would think. And then we're also gonna see a senior living facility over there, similar to the Springs on the waterfront. It's gonna include absolutely everything you could imagine, and it's gonna be with the best views. Lastly, we have the Ridgefield waterfront. The Ridgefield waterfront is a 41-acre development that has been in the works for over a decade. They've been cleaning it up and going through the environmental processes, and I think we're finally ready to start seeing some vertical movement. The City of Ridgefield and the Port of Ridgefield are working together to make this a great project and to bring everything from retail, housing, I think there's gonna be a hotel down there as well. It's pretty much all the things you've heard in all the other developments. I know they're also gonna put a strong emphasis on access to the water and making sure that residents can enjoy that. Ridgefield's been growing really rapidly over the last decade, and I think that this project is just gonna put it on the map even more. And I also think it's gonna help bring business to the old historic downtown Ridgefield. Thank you so much for watching this update on all of the major projects happening here in Clark County. I hope that it was really helpful to you. And if you're thinking about moving to or selling or buying a home within Clark County, myself and my team at Divine Realty Group would love to serve you. Text us or email us. Our contact information is down below in the description, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.